Hey, what's going on YouTube? I am back with another video. This is an unboxing and a review of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S5. So the box here is another standard Samsung box. It's got the cardboard feel with the wood grain texture to it. I like these boxes. They set themselves apart from like Apple and other companies, and they don't feel like they're cheap boxes. So it makes you feel like the quality of the product's not cheap. So let's go ahead and open this here. Take that off. In here we have the device. This right here is my Samsung Galaxy S5 shimmery white. Put that aside here momentarily. Inside the box here, we've got the manual in another language other than English. There we go. The health and safety warranty guide here. This is a little pamphlet talking about Smart Switch, which will help you change your contacts and all your information from your old phone to your new phone. There you go, or from almost any device for that matter. Put that aside. Here we have our little quick start guide. Gives you a little bit of information about your phone. Then we go in here. And here's our USB charging cable, per like the last version. Standard 2 milliamp outlet adapter for walls. Then in here, which is the newest surprise, is here's the cable to charge your Samsung S5. USB again, and then this cable here. For many of you who don't know, this is USB 3.0 technology. That's what a USB 3.0 cable looks like. So now, setting this stuff aside, let's get on to the meat and potatoes of my video review, which is the Galaxy S5. The Galaxy S5 is a major improvement over the S4. I have an S4, and that's what I've used to record this video. I am using my S4 right now, so you can see the quality of the 13 megapixel camera on the S4. Here on the bottom, you have this, which is the charging plug for the charge. It's covered for an obvious reason. The reason they put a cover on this is because the Galaxy S5 is IP67 certified. And for many of you who don't know what IP67 certified means, is that this phone is declared water and dust resistant. So here on the bottom is your charging port. Over here on the side, again, on this same side is your sleep and wake button. Then over here on this side is your volume rocker up and down. Then up here on the top, 35mm headphone jack, and IR blaster. And in the back here, 16 megapixel camera, flash, and then this here is the heart rate monitor that they used on this new device that they're throwing out there for everybody. It's called the heart rate monitor. It's right there. And on the front here, you have your proximity sensors, and then your front-facing 2 megapixel camera. The Galaxy S5 has a 5.1-inch Super AMOLED display. Comes with a 16 megapixel camera. It's got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 2.5 gigahertz quad-core processor, and it is running the Adreno 330. It has 2 gigs of onboard RAM or memory, and it's got 16 gigabytes internal memory. And it does come stock with 4.2 KitKat, and it does have a microSD card slot. And we'll move on here to the back. Down here is your speaker. And we'll take the back off of this. This Galaxy S5 compared to the Galaxy S4 is way much better on quality build. I like the build of the S5 here. This back is a little hard to pop off, but that is because, as I mentioned before, it is IP67 certified. So, of course, they don't want no dust or nothing to get inside of it here. Here on the back, we've got something new this year. This is their new battery. This is a 2800 milliamp Samsung battery. It's obviously a way different shape than any other battery I've seen. Up here, you've got your SIM card slot on the bottom, and then up here is a SD card slot right above the SIM slot, which I have in here, an SD card, 32 gig micro SD. I believe it supports up to 64 gig micro SD cards. But as you can see, the build quality here looks real nice. Sure, it's still got the, it's got some chrome features to it on the sides here, chrome bezel and all that stuff, but I think the build quality is really nice. I'll go ahead and put this back on. Make sure I snap this all down on all sides, so we're good to go. Now we'll go ahead and power on the unit itself. Oh, unit is already powered on. It is 11:40 p.m. So we'll go ahead and unlock the unit here. Come on. And as you can see, it says check battery cover. Every time you take the battery cover off or you turn your phone on from it being dead, it'll pop up with that message letting you know, hey, check the battery cover. So I guess it's kind of a useful feature. And if you go down here and unplug this port and open this up and plug in your charger, when you get done charging it and whatever, it'll tell you also, hey, be sure to firmly secure this thing back in place. Another message will pop up for that. So, over here to the left of your home screen, they have this new thing called My Magazine. It's pretty much the same thing as Flipboard, but it comes installed in stock all ready to go. You just swipe to the left, you go up here, and you can go up here to this. You can go to the settings, you can add your account, and you can customize it to what you like to see in your magazine, like music, sports, Twitch. Down here, I've got YouTube on here. Swipe back over here, and you got another home screen. There's my S-Health up there. Then I've got this. It's called Galaxy Essentials and Galaxy Gifts. Essentials, you type in, you touch here, and it's going to bring up all these apps that are, recommended, or they would say essential to the operation of your Galaxy S5. And these are Galaxy Gifts, something new they've done this year. This is a list of apps, premium apps, that you normally have to pay for, that they're giving to you for free for a short period of time. So, for instance, they're going to give you like 6 months of premium LinkedIn service for 6 months. Down here, they'll give you the Bloomberg news. They're going to give you like 6 months of that for free also. Same thing with the Smart Assistant, Evernote, Cut the Rope 2. You download that, they're going to give you $10 of free in-game content, and so on and so on. So, they've partnered up with these companies to do a lot of stuff for people that bought their S5s. I think that's pretty cool. A majority of these apps you might not use. Some of them seem more like business type, so you may not use those kind of apps. Swipe over here, we've got another screen. Swipe over here, I've got my calendar, so forth, so forth. If you touch here on an empty screen like this, or press and hold, long hold, then you have this. And if you notice down here, it says wallpapers to the left. Over here to your right, middle is widgets, and right over here is your home screen settings. And then up here, you can flip in between all your home screens or your other screens. You can drag it up to remove a home screen, do all kinds of stuff. Bing. Up here is a new and improved notification bar. This is a new version of TouchWiz. It looks way different than the old version of TouchWiz. Up here, you got your 5 generic icons. Wi-Fi, location, mute, screen, rotation, Bluetooth. Those are the generic ones, the ones that people use the most. You can also go up here to change settings. Quick access to your settings. Scroll down here, you can do this. This is to get to all the settings that you have. Drag that back up like so. Or you can always do the 2 fingers here. Whoops. Well, you see here. Yeah. Two fingers, and you can bring down all your settings that way if you don't want to tap that little button. Like I said, this is a new version of TouchWiz. It is very fluid. I have no problems. I've got several apps that didn't come here already installed. And as you can see, I mean, I'm getting like almost no lag zipping through my apps. Go up here to settings. Now here's your settings. This has changed a whole lot from the previous version of TouchWiz. All your settings now are categorized and there's little icons. Like this is quick settings. This is a list of all your quick settings that you might need to access, you know, just quickly whenever you're on the move or on the go. Down here's your network connections. This is all the network connections you need to mess with. Data usage, location, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane mode, all that stuff. Then you got a subcategory here, connect and share, your NFC, nearby devices, printing, screen mirroring. Down here, sound and display, all your sound settings, display, your lock panel, notification panels, stuff like that. Personalization, easy mode, accessibility, motion. This is your motion and gestures, your air view. Down here, user backup, you have accounts, backup, reset your phone, you know. Down here, then you have the final one down here, system settings, language, date and time, all the things you need, like your battery, power saving mode, check the storage, how much storage you have. Mine has 16 gigs of internal storage. Most of the Galaxy S5s came with 16 gigs. I don't know if they're making a 32 gig version or any more than that. Down here you can click about device. And you can see that I have 4.4.2 KitKat. Down here is another subcategory is applications. Manage your applications, uninstall the applications, contacts, messages, S-Voice. And if you come down here, you can see down here, if I push this, then all my applications, that subcategory drops down. And then I can do the same thing up here. See this system? I can make it disappear. So essentially, instead of having all these subcategories on my screen like this all at once, I can get them all shrunk down to little bars, and then I can open them as I need. One of the newer features on the Galaxy S5 is this. It's called fingerprint scanner. Basically, what you can do is you can have your phone unlocked by your fingerprint. What it's gonna do is it's gonna recognize your fingerprint down here in this there's a little area right down here in front of your home button here, and you're gonna swipe your fingers straight down, and it's gonna recognize your finger, so you can unlock your phone. You can verify your Samsung account. You can make a payment with PayPal just using your finger. So essentially now with the S5, you can use your finger to make payments, pay bills, gain access to Facebook, you know. Basically, instead of having a password for the apps you use like Twitter and Facebook, you can use your fingerprint instead. I used it. I've tried it for about a day or so. It doesn't work that well. You know, you stick your finger on here and you're supposed to swipe like this, but a lot of times it didn't recognize my fingerprint. So I just stopped using it and went back to my coded password for my lock screen. As I mentioned before, the TouchWiz is all new. I mean, it's revamped. You know, you can tell from here it all looks different. It's great. I like it. It's better than the last version. Yes, this TouchWiz is way better than the last version of TouchWiz. Another thing I like too about the S5 is over here. It's called printing. It automatically comes installed with the HP Print Service plugin and the Samsung's version of their print service, which I think is great. So you can, I mean, you don't even have to get an extra app or nothing. If you got, you know, something you want to download, you know, a picture or whatever, and you got a wireless printer or something, it's already built in. No setup, no extra apps, no nothing. Click, print, you're good to go. That's a really cool feature. Scroll down here. Let's see. Right here is something new they added too. It's called a Toolbox. And as it states, access your favorite applications and features quickly with Toolbox. A floating shortcut menu will be shown on every screen. You can also customize which shortcuts appear on the floating Toolbox menu. So basically what it's saying is, every screen you have open, there's going to be a little box known as your Toolbox that's going to be there. So like if you're browsing the internet or something and you need to send a message, just Toolbox, message. It'll automatically let you send a message and, you know, text your friends or send an email or do whatever. It's called a floating toolbox. I haven't set it up yet, so I haven't tried it. I don't know if it's going to be as useful as it describes it will be or not. So, but it is something new they also added in within TouchWiz. They do still have their multi-window, so if you want to have 2 windows at once, like on the S4, you can still go with that. But as you can see, scrolling through the menus and everything, I mean, it is fast. It's not slow. It's not... I click the home button, pretty responsive. Recent apps button, all my recent apps, you know, still pretty fast. The only thing this one doesn't do compared to the other one, like the S4, is you can't, when you're swiping, you used to be able to just keep swiping through all your windows, through all your home screens. On this one, you can't. It goes so far to the end and it stops, and then it goes back the other way to the end. Down here on the front, like I said, in the dark, your buttons again, your face buttons, those touch-sensitive buttons, they light up, so you know what you're operating and you're using it. It's got a lot of cool features. Like I said, this heart rate monitor here. Let's go into here. Let's go into my, one of the other new features is this. Come on. S-Health. And we'll go to pedometer. We'll go to heart rate. And as it says, the heart rate sensor is on the back of your device. Place your finger on the sensor. The measurement will start automatically. Try to keep still. So what I'm going to do here is, right here, this black part, see, I'm going to put my finger there. Hit the OK button. And as you see, it says 70 beats per minute. That's my current heart rate. Now, is this useful for most people in most environments? Probably not. I mean, is it a gimmick? It might be, it might not be. I don't know. I just, I don't really work out that much. And if you work out a whole lot, it's useful for you. But for the people that just want a really badass smartphone or the latest and greatest smartphone, this is not a necessary feature, the heart rate monitor. It's just not a necessary feature at all to have. But like I said, there are all those people that work out 3 or 4 times a week, or jog all the time, or run, or walk. And for you guys, maybe that is beneficial. But for me, it's not beneficial at all. I mean, all in all, I like the TouchWiz. TouchWiz is awesome. I like the interface. The screen is way, way better than on the S4. It's got like 432 PPI or something crazy high, but you can tell the screen is just way, way clearer on the S5 than on the S4. Battery life on this phone is excellent. I mean, the battery life is superb. I mean, I don't do a lot of gaming on my phone, but I mean, for basic, posting to Facebook, viewing Twitter, sending messages and stuff, the battery life is really good. Most of the time I find myself trying to figure out how to make my phone die because it'll be at like 16% before I go to bed, and I'm like, well, I want to be able to have an alarm because I set alarms so I can wake up in the morning, but, is it going to die before I wake up? Is it not going to die? I don't know. So, but the battery life is superb on this phone. Once you cycle the battery, of course. But, I mean, it's great. Just, I've had no problems. I mean, I tell people, man, I can't get my phone to die fast enough. Usually that's the problem. Your phone dies too fast. People complain, oh, my phone only holds battery life for like 8 hours or something. This thing will hold battery life for at least 12 hours on regular use. Like I said, with Facebook, Twitter, messaging, phone calls. It's got really good battery life. That's probably due to the 2800 milliamp battery that's in this thing. But still, I mean, battery life's good. It's awesome. It charges pretty quick too. But that's probably due to this, the USB 3.0. I mean, the last model didn't have that, and they brought something new to the table, which was USB 3.0. No other cell phone that I'm aware of right now on the market has USB 3.0, and this one does. It's not cheap and plasticky this time either. That's another benefit to this. It don't feel cheap, it don't feel plasticky. Like I said, it is IP67 certified, so it is water and dust resistant. Overall, I'm really satisfied with my purchase of the S5. I like Samsung products. The S4 was a good product. But this is a way upgrade from the S4. I mean, a big upgrade. Better screen, you know, better resolution. It's better insides. It's faster. You know, it's not cheap and plasticky like the last model. You know. So, all in all, this is a great phone. I recommend it to anyone. This is the shimmery white model. I believe they sell that in mystical blue or mystical black also. And it does come in a 16 gig standard. I don't know if there's anything else. This is the AT&T 4G LTE model. So I don't know if there's going to be any other variants with the storage space or not. But all in all, this is a great phone, great device. And I recommend this to anybody that's looking to upgrade from their S4. It's a big upgrade. So, and this does compete with the HTC One M8 and the iPhone 5S. So, as always, thank you for watching my videos. And check back to my YouTube channel for more videos coming soon. I'll do some more video reviews of other products as well, okay? And as always, thanks for watching, and have a good one.